The Guest. It happened one day at the year's white end, two neighbors called on an old-time friend, and they found his shop so meager and mean, made merry with 1,000 boughs of green. And Conrad was sitting with a face to shine, when he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine, and said, "Old friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me, and said, I am coming, your guest to be. So I've been busy with feet astir, strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread, and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his steps as he nears my humble place, and I open the door to look in his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For long since had his family passed away, and Conrad had spent a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. As he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound, he would rise at the start, and look for the Lord to be standing there in answer to his earnest prayer. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all that he saw was the snow-covered ground. In the snow was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn, and all his clothes were ragged and worn. So Conrad was touched and went to the door, and said, "Your feet must be frozen and sore, and I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that will keep you warmer too." So with a grateful heart the man went away, but as Conrad noticed the time of day, he wondered what made the dear Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard a knock and ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more. A bent old crone with a shawl of black, a bundle of kindling piled on her back. She asked for only a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest a while on Christmas Day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sip. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were passing away, and the Lord had not come as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure he'd misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make this little child glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted her childish fears. But he led her back to her home once more. As he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went to his room and he knelt down to pray. And he said, "Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? For I wanted so much your face to see." When soft in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word." 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lonely door, for I was the beggar with bruised cold feet. I was the woman who you gave to eat, and I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, and 3 times I came in, and each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts, love is the best, and I was honored to be your Christmas guest.